guys! So I'm finally back, and today I'm going to be doing a fairly big haul, which I'm really excited about. The haul is basically half stuff that I got on my vacation and then half stuff that I got when I got back. If you didn't see my last video, then you wouldn't know that I did actually go away on vacation. I'm going to talk a little bit about that and then we'll get into the haul. I know that my hauls tend to be pretty long, so I'm going to try not to make this one too long and not ramble on about products too much. So I'm going to keep this intro short. I'm just going to get right into just talking very briefly about my trip, and then we'll get on to the haul. If you did see my last video, my what's in my travel makeup bag, then you would know that I was going on vacation. I was away for 3 weeks. It was actually a gift to me from my boyfriend. His family and him go on a vacation pretty much every year, so he paid for the trip for me to come along with them, and yeah, it was really fun. For most of the trip we were in Mesa, Arizona. His family has friends that own a condo there, so we were able to stay in a condo. It was really nice. It had a really big pool that we went to every day. Really nice. We just did a lot of kind of seeing different things there, seeing a lot of, you know, sports related stuff because his family's really into sports. And then we did some other fun things like going to a water park and a drive-in and stuff like that. Shopping, of course. And then we went to LA for 3 days, which was really fun because my boyfriend took me to Disneyland, and I've never been to Disneyland, so that was really fun. We also did like the Walk of Fame. And then we went to Universal Studios as like the entire family because Disneyland was just for basically me and my boyfriend because he paid for the two of us. And then his mom did end up coming, which was really fun. But yeah, so Universal was kind of like his whole family, so his dad and his brothers came along for that as well. And then that was pretty much it. I didn't mention this, but we did drive, which was a very long drive. But yeah, so the day before we had to kind of start making our way back home, we just kind of took a day to relax at the condo. We just hung out at the pool, hung out at the condo, just, you know, total relaxation before this long drive. And then the day after that is when we started to make our drive home. We did end up stopping in Las Vegas for about half a day, and we did the Strip, and then from there on it was basically just driving all day until we got back to home. So yeah, that was my trip. It was really fun. I'm really appreciative of, you know, my boyfriend doing that for me, and, you know, just all the memories and stuff. So yeah, so now we'll just kind of get into the haul and what I ended up buying. Okay, so first thing, these are just kind of random. I actually got 2 pop sockets. I really like pop sockets because I do have very short fingers, so they just really help me to get a better grip on my phone. So I have this one on my phone right now, if you can see that. It's like a pink, I think it's called a mandala, something like that, a flower, and then it has a white background and a black base. Really like that. And then I also got this one. It is marbled with like a pink outlined heart. Just for if I get a new phone case and I want, you know, one for that case, then I'll have a backup. From Walmart, I got this t-shirt. It just says Arizona State on it. Just kind of like a souvenir type thing from Arizona. I really love this though. It's super comfy. It's a pretty laid back, simple shirt, which I really like just for like really casual days. So I know I'll definitely get a lot of use out of it. So of course at Disneyland I got the Minnie Mouse ears. My boyfriend actually bought me these, but yeah, it's just a very classic souvenir from Disneyland, so of course I had to get it. I'm definitely gonna try to put this up in my room somewhere. I don't know where yet, but I definitely want to put it up just because this was quite expensive for what it is, and I don't want to just kind of store it away. Like, I want that memory kind of out, so I have those. And then I got this hoodie at Universal, and it's a lifeguard hoodie in this like navy blue color, and then it says Hollywood, California on it. I love this. I've always wanted like a lifeguard hoodie because they're super trendy, but I don't really like red on me. I don't really wear any red clothing. So I've never got one, and I've never seen one in any other color but red. But they actually had this one, and then they had like a gray one. So I thought that was really cool. I love this. It is so comfy. It is oversized, so it's just even better, and I'm definitely going to get a ton of use out of it in the winter time. So yeah, I love this. I have already worn it because it's been pretty cool here. Very different compared to where we were, but yeah, I love this. I'm just throwing everything back there, so ignore the mess. So now moving on to the makeup. My goal when it came to getting makeup there was to only get things that I can't easily access in Canada. And what I mean by that is either like things that I can't get in stores, or just like you can't access it, because trying to order stuff to Canada is just kind of annoying, just because you have to pay exchange, and there's always pretty high shipping costs for any, because it is like international. So I really hate ordering things online unless it's, you know, in a place like coming from Canada. So I wanted to make sure to get things that, I mean, I could order online, but it's just I don't want to. So two things that I got from Walmart. The first is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I have definitely heard some good things about this as being a really good drugstore loose face powder, but we don't have it here. I have tried this out quite a bit. I got mine in Naturally Neutral, by the way. I've tried this out quite a bit. I do like it. I think it's a good face powder. It definitely sets my makeup really well, and I don't find that my under eyes crease or like my makeup moves around or anything. You get quite a bit of product in here. It's 2.3 ounces, and this was only $10, so I think that's really good for the price. The only two things is I don't think this is going to be a powder that I'll be able to use a ton in the winter time when my skin's more dry, because right now my skin is not at its best. It is slightly dry, but it's not how it is. Like, it's not as bad as it normally is in the winter, and already it kind of emphasizes that dryness a little bit. So I definitely think this will be more of a powder for me to use in the spring summertime when my skin is more normal. Another thing is it is very fragranced. Like, I'm not someone who normally minds a fragrance product, but this is very overpowering. It kind of smells to me like a mixture of baby powder and like a more mature perfume. If you are someone who gets headaches or nauseous or anything from fragrance products, I would definitely recommend staying away from this because it is very intense smelling. That's one thing that I really just don't like about it, and normally, like I said, I don't care if products are fragrance, but this is very, very powerful. So I got that. And then I also got this, which this is probably my favorite thing that I got in the States. And it is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. It just looks like this. This is also from Walmart. Now, our Walmarts here where I live used to sell Flower Beauty, but they were taken out. So I'm guessing the brand just didn't do very well here. I don't know exactly, but I had seen a YouTuber that I have on Snapchat had talked about this a little while back, and so when I saw it there, I got it, and this is seriously amazing. It's actually the highlight I'm wearing today, if you can see. I actually mixed these two together. This is amazing. This is $10. I'm very surprised that no one, like, I really have not seen anybody talk about this other than that one YouTuber on Snapchat. This is such a hidden gem, and if you see it, I would 100% recommend picking it up. Like, it is so amazing. I'll do some swatches for you guys. I don't really ever use that gold shade because it's too dark for me, but there's the swatches. They are so intense and blinding. Like, seriously, this is amazing. Definitely pick this up if you see it around because it is really good. Okay. Moving on to Target, I got a few things there. First thing I got are these Eyler Vegas Nay lashes in Grand Glamour. I have worn these already, not for a long period of time. I wore them for a tutorial, which you guys will see soon. They are really nice. They're very similar to the lashes I'm wearing right now, except I find that they're just a little bit more dramatic in my opinion and a little bit longer. But yeah, they're very, very pretty, and these are, I think these were only like $6 to $7, which is pretty good. They have some really nice lash selections there. And then I got this Pixie and Aspen Novad Glowy Powder. We do have a few, we have a very small selection of Pixie products in select stores, but I've never seen this being sold, and I've heard that it's good, so I definitely wanted to pick it up. And yeah, so there's the packaging, and then I'll do a swatch for you. So there it is, swatched right there. It's just your very classic highlighting shade in my opinion. It's very pretty, but it definitely was not cheap. It was $16, which for me personally, especially being that that's a US price, that's pretty high for a drugstore product in my opinion. So yeah, definitely not very cheap, but it is very pretty. And then the last thing I got at Target was the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I can't remember exactly who it was that I heard raving about this. I feel like it might have been Kathleen Lights, but I could be wrong. But I know that I've heard good things, and we do have Milani, but I haven't seen any stores release this yet. So I wanted to pick it up to try out. I haven't used it a whole ton yet, so I don't really have an opinion on it yet, but you will definitely see this in future videos, and I'll let you guys know what I think. The last place I went to was Ulta, which is like heaven for makeup lovers. I did not get a whole ton there because, like I said, I was only focusing on getting things that I can't get in Canada. But I got 2 more pairs of the eyeliner lashes. These ones are by Vegas Nay, and they're in Bronze Beauty. They are very pretty lashes, but I was really disappointed with them because I had worn these for probably about 5 to 8 hours, and by the time I had taken them off, they had completely lost their curl and were sticking straight out, and I've never had that happen with lashes before. I really don't know if it is the brand. Like I said, I did try these ones, but I only wore them to do a tutorial. I didn't actually wear them out. So I don't know if it's the brand or if it's just these specific lashes, but I was really disappointed by that, and for that reason, I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear these ones again. But yeah, so that was disappointing. But then I also got these ones. I don't really know the name of them, but they are just very everyday kind of lashes for me. Definitely something I would reach for a ton. Very pretty and fluffy and long, but still somewhat natural in my opinion. So yeah, I'm excited to try those ones out. Then I got the Mario Badescu facial spray. I got the green one. Now, in all honesty, I don't really know much about this. I just know that I've seen it all over Instagram and everybody using it. So I decided to get it because it was only $7. It smells so good. I don't really know much about it. I think what this is supposed to be is just kind of like a hydrating facial spray. So if you're starting to feel a little bit dry, you can kind of just spray some of this on your face. I think that's what it is, but it just, I'm gonna spray some. It smells so good, and this was only $7, so yeah. And then the next thing that I got is a repurchase of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair. It is really sad, but Sephora does not sell this concealer, and we don't have Ulta in Canada, so I can't easily access this. So I made sure to get it while I was there, because I am actually running low on the one that I have. But yeah, I got mine in the shade Fair just because this is more my winter shade, and it's pretty much always winter here. So yeah, I picked that up. And then the last thing I got is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Charming Pink. Laura Geller highlighters are really beautiful. Last year when I went to Ulta in Philly, I got the one in Gilded Honey, and I love that one. It is so pretty. So I definitely made sure to check out her highlighters, and I really love this one. It has a bit of a pink tint to it, and I personally really love that in a highlighter for my skin, because I have neutral to cool toned skin, so I do have a little bit of pink to me, and I just feel like a little bit of pink in a highlighter really complements my skin tone a lot. So I got that. yeah, so that is everything that I got on my trip. Now I'm gonna go through some things that I got when I got back. So all the stuff that I got when I got back was pretty much all makeup related except for one thing. So I've been needing a new pair of like running shoes for work and gym because I don't have, like, all the ones that I have are really just old and I just really needed a new pair specifically for work because we have to wear like basically black shoes for work. It's pretty specific, and the running shoes that I have are all colored. But I was not really wanting to spend a whole lot on a pair of shoes. Like, I'm just not someone who likes really expensive, like buying really expensive shoes. So when I was looking at like Nike and Adidas, they were all pretty expensive. So I went to Skechers and I found these ones. They are the Flex Appeal 2.0. And this is what they look like. I have worn them to work, so they're a little bit dirty, but I really love them. I find them super cute. I love this type of pattern when it's like a bunch of different colors kind of like weaved into one. I really love that kind of pattern. They're very, very lightweight, extremely comfy. They do have this air-cooled memory foam, so they're really, really comfortable. And just they're really good for work, and I'll definitely be using these for the gym as well. And these were only $70, so yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so now on to makeup. I have one like makeup tool type thing. I got a new lash curler by the brand La Soy, I think that's how you say it. I found this at Winners for $6. It's basically just a rose gold lash curler. I just really have been needing a new one for a long time, and I finally decided, okay, I'm gonna go get one. So I did, and now that I have an actual good lash curler and my lashes curl a lot better, I've been wearing pretty much mascara. Like, I've just been wearing like my natural lashes with mascara a lot more instead of falsies. Just, I don't know, I've just been embracing it. So onto makeup. So I have one thing that I didn't actually get when I got back. I got this just a little bit before my trip, but it is the Magic Palette by Juvia's Place. This is the packaging. I actually was getting my best friend a palette on their website for her birthday, and I decided since I was already on there getting her something, I would get myself one as well. So it's a little bit dirty because it has been out, and I played around a little bit with it. But yeah, that's the packaging of it. And basically the theme of this is like opposites attract. And it says it's inspired by the moon and sun. So it's like half warm tones, half cool tones. And there it is. It's so beautiful. I went for this one because it has a lot of unique shades that I don't already have in my collection without it being like too, you know, out there that it's not something I would go for a lot, because I do really love playing around with like more colorful looks, but not to wear out on the, you know, everyday basis. Just I like to do that more for like tutorials. So this is definitely a palette that I can get a lot of use of, that I will still wear like out on the day-to-day. So yeah, that's what it looks like. The one thing I will say with this is I don't think it's a palette you'll be able to create a ton of looks with just using this one palette. I do feel like this needs to be incorporated with another, maybe like a matte palette, just to get more mattes, because there's not a ton of mattes to create looks with in here, but nonetheless it is beautiful and the quality is as good as everybody says it is. So yeah, I'll definitely be having some tutorials coming up with that palette here in the future. So I have another repurchase of the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Porcelain. I'm pretty much like almost out right now, and I really do like this concealer. It's a really good, affordable concealer. I'm actually using this one today, so I had to get a new one. And then I went to MAC and I got another repurchase of the MAC Fix Plus. This stuff is amazing. Like, seriously. I have, like I said, I do have dry skin, and I'm someone that has to set my face with powder. And, you know, dry skin and powder just don't always work well together. So a lot of times in the winter, my skin will end up looking very cakey or powdery. This, if I just spray my face with this, it completely takes it away. It just melts everything so nicely into the skin. I don't look powdery or cakey or anything. Seriously, this is a miracle. I think this is like my third or fourth bottle now. love this stuff and I will continue to repurchase it. So now on to Sephora. I made a small Sephora purchase online and then I went to Sephora. So I'm going to show you what I got online first. It is small. The first thing I got is the Purity Made Simple Cleanser from Philosophy. I just got this small little 3-ounce one because I've never tried this before and I want to make sure that I like it and my skin likes it before buying a big size. But yeah, I don't have a cleanser that I really love right now, so I wanted to try something new and I know I've heard really good things about this. And then I also got the Sephora Solid Brush Cleaner. I love this stuff. It is so good for cleaning your brushes. I used to clean it with cleanser, like just a face cleanser, but now that I've started using this, it's not the same using a face cleanser. This just gets your brushes super clean, super soft feeling. I love this stuff, so I definitely had to repurchase it. And then as one of the promo codes, I got a Makeup Forever Artist Face Color in B302, so it's just a little guy like that. It's a really pretty light blush. I'm actually going to stick this in my purse just because it'll be nice and tiny for that. And then I got 300 point perks. First thing I got is the Ren Clean Skincare Keep Young and Beautiful Instant Firming Beauty Shot. So it just looks like that. To be honest, I don't really know much about it. It's just new skincare to try out, so got that. And then I got the Tatcha, the water cream. Basically, it's a moisturizer, but it says it's for normal to oily skin, so we'll have to see how that works for my dry skin, but that's okay. It comes in this super cute little container. And then I got the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which I've always wanted to try, but I just could never justify paying $30 for a brow gel. So I want to try it out and see how I like it and see if it's worth paying that. So yeah. And then I got this 500 point perk set. It is the Fab Beauty Script by First Aid Beauty. So you get 4 different products in here. I've actually tried 3 of the 4 and I love all 3 of them, which is why I decided to get this set. So you get the Pure Skin Face Cleanser. I do really like this cleanser. It leaves my skin feeling super nice afterwards, and it's a 1 ounce. And then you get the Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. It's also 1 ounce. I love this moisturizer. Really good for the winter months when my skin's pretty dry. It does exactly what it says, and it gives intense hydration. And then you get 0.25 fluid ounces of the Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. It replenishes, smooths, and softens the skin. So again, just really good for the winter months and my dry skin. And then this I'm excited to try out. It's the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. So you get, again, 0.34 ounces of this. I'm really excited to try this. I've wanted to try it since it came out. I just kind of never got around to actually purchasing it. So I'm excited to try that out. And then on to what I got in stores. So if you made a $45 purchase, I think this might just be for VIB Rouge, but you get this little bag of some like products to try out. So in there you get another one of these little blushes in the same color, so I'm just going to keep one in my bag and then just put the other one in my vanity. And then you get this perfume sample, which I don't really care for. You get the Benefit They're Real mascara, just a little sample one. I've tried this before. I do actually like this. So yeah, that's nice to have. You get the Juice Beauty Green Apple Peel Full Strength. So just another like, you know, skincare item. Which I really like trying new skincare just because it's pretty expensive. So I don't really try a lot of new skincare. So it's nice to get little sample ones to try out. And then there's this Dr. Jart Tiger Grass Cream. It says it hydrates, soothes redness and itching due to dryness. I don't know, it sounds like it's going to be good though if I have really bad dry skin. So yeah, that'll be good for the winter as well. As you can tell, there's a theme here and they're just really, you know, getting us Canadians ready for the winter months. And then you get the Laneige Water Bank Moisture Cream. another moisturizer. I'm pretty sure my friend used this and she really likes it, so I'm very excited to try that out. And then the last thing is the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer in Nude Glow. So it's pretty much what it says. It's an illuminating moisturizer. Again, just really good for dry skin and just giving that kind of glow back to it. So yeah, that was a pretty good little set. I'm really excited about all that stuff. At Sephora, I got another repurchase of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer. I get mine in the shade Fair Neutral. This is still my all-time favorite concealer. I've gone through so many of these. I really love this stuff. I've been out of it for a little while now and I've been really missing it, so I decided to get another one. And then I'm really excited to try this out. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's a primer plus moisturizer in one. This is fairly new. It just sounds like a dry skin girl's dream. Like, it's a primer, but it's also going to moisturize, which is really nice. So I'm really excited to see how this does at priming and moisturizing my skin. The last thing that I got, I'm very excited about, and it is the new Makeup Forever Artist Face Colors. So I got the refillable makeup system. It is the 3-pan one, and then I got obviously three pans to go with it. I really like the idea of this, just like customizing your own face palette, because we're all different. We all have different skin tones, different, you know, undertones. You know, we all want different things in our face products. So I love contour kits and stuff like that and blush kits, but when it comes down to it, you're not, most of the time, especially for contour kits, you're not using everything in that palette. And I noticed a lot of brands are now coming out with their contour kit and then they're selling refillable ones on the, but the thing is they're still selling the contour kit completely made. So you're still going to end up wasting product, whereas with this, you completely get to customize it yourself to your liking and what you want in a palette, so you know you're going to love everything that you pick because, you know, you picked it for yourself and you're not going to be wasting anything. So yeah, I just love the idea of it. They have highlights, sculpting powders, and blushes. For highlights, they have two different formulas. They have like the more like actual metallic shimmery highlight, like a classic highlight, and then they have the matte highlights. And then for blushes, they do have mattes and like shimmer blushes as well. So I got the 3-pan palette, like I said. Also, by the way, you do get a discount if you buy more than just one face palette. So if you buy 2 of them, you'll get a discount, and then for buying 3, there was like a 30-something discount Canadian. So this is the little palette that they're selling. I love this. It is so cute and it's so well made for only costing $2. I seriously love this thing. And then when you open it up, it has a mirror in it, which is amazing. Like, I've never seen anything, you know, when brands come out with little palettes like this, I've never seen any of them have a mirror. And then it is completely magnetic, so you could actually use this for so many other things than just these little refill pans. You could put single eyeshadows in here. You could put other face product like pans that you have in these if you prefer this little palette. So yeah, I really love this little palette. So then for the colors, then for these things, so the first one I got is a highlighter in H104. I went with a matte highlight because I wanted one for setting under my eyes. I love the Kat Von D one, but because like I've been out of that for so long, so I was thinking maybe this could replace it, but I have used all of these. I'm actually using them all today. I don't like this highlighter personally. I just noticed that my concealer creases a lot with this, and I normally don't struggle with that. I definitely think I'm going to return that one and exchange it for one of the shimmery highlights. But yeah, so then there it is just in the pan. And then I got the blush in S300, which is a matte kind of like peachy nude blush. I am wearing that today. I really love this as well. It's super pretty and definitely a blush that I can use a ton. So there it is in the palette. And then the last one that I got is the sculpting powder in S112, which is, I think it might be their lightest shade or their second lightest shade. And I went with a really light one, just so that, because I'm not someone who likes a super harsh contour, so I wanted it to be light so that I could build it up if I wanted more intensity. But there it is right there. I'm wearing the contour today as well, and then the blush, and I really love it. I think this is so cute. I seriously love this. It's so good for like traveling, and you could just make a bunch of your own little palettes with just blushes or just the contour shades. Like, this would also be really good for makeup artists, because you could get a bunch of them and just put them in a Z palette for using on clients and stuff. So yeah, I got that. This is definitely my favorite purchase. I was super excited about it. And yeah, so that is everything that I have for you guys. You're definitely going to see a lot of these products in future videos. If you want to see some of my opinions on these products, then make sure that you are subscribed so that you will see those in future videos, and I'll let you guys know what I think of them. Other than that, if you did like this video, then don't forget to like it as well. I will see you guys in my next video.